Welcome everyone to the episode 2 of the Parallel to Diamond series. And today we have an exciting gameplay for you on Jayce. Jayce is one of my favorite Baron laners. Honestly, he's you guys might see repeated gameplays of Jayce because he's like one of my most consistent picks, and he's generally a very good solo queue pick, and it really helps the people who like to rely on their own ability to win games and just solely depend on themselves to carry the games, and Jace is the perfect pick for that. And I would advise the other solo queue players that are looking to climb through Baron lane, they should definitely pick up Jace because he's one of the best champions to climb ranks with. And with that being said, let's get into the item builds and runes. Let's keep it short and simple. And here we are in the build path. I like to run a mix of, you could say, tanky slash shredding build where I have items like Black Cleaver, Edge of Night, but then I finish off my build with Blade of the Rune King and Strela's Grudge. I still cannot pronounce that name properly. Probably never will. So yeah, I start off with Black Cleaver because Black Cleaver gives me a lot of sustain health, and it just provides me a lot of shredding power with its passive. And overall, it's a very good item for any bruiser Baron laner, and Jace excels with this item very well in the Baron lane. I follow up with that instead of prioritizing a damage item like perhaps the Blade of the Ruin King. I take Edge of Night just to maximize my tanky stats in the early game, so I can build a genuine high bounty from these two items because it just like allows me to excel and snowball even further without having to worry about my health stats being very squishy. And Edge of Night does the job. So yeah, perfect second item. You can take Stag's Gauge if you want to, like, but then if you're gonna take Stag's Gauge, then I think Blade of the Ruin King would be a better second item option. It would be a better second item option. So yeah, I take Black Cleaver, Edge of Night, followed up with a Blade of the Ruin King, and now these last two items, the Grudge and the Blade of Guardian Angel, I can swap around. You can perhaps take this and bring it here. Wait, where is it? Yeah. So you can like swap these two items back and forth, like depending on what situation is. If you need a bit more damage, you can take Grudge. If you feel like you have a huge bounty on your head and you can perhaps get caught out or like you're gonna be a heavy target, then take Guardian Angel. So yeah, that's it for the build path. Let's go into the runes, and here we have the basic keystone rune, Conqueror. Like, there's no other better rune for Jace. Jace thrives with Conqueror. Like, I think this is the best rune for Jace. I don't see any other options available for Jace. Back in the day when Jace was released, some people like to take Aerie. Aerie is also a good rune, but honestly, I think Conqueror is better. Followed up with a Brutal, and again, like I said in the last video, Brutal is perhaps the best rune for like solo queue players. If you feel like you have kill pressure in lane, if you feel like you can always get the advantage in the early game, then take Brutal, maximize the damage, and just it's a good rune. And overall, I recommend this as a standardized rune for all of the players that like to play aggressive in lane. Followed up with that, I take oh wait, yeah, I take Adaptive Carapace, which is I think also a situational rune, but I feel like this is a way better than any of the other situational runes because this rune, like Jace, you don't have the highest of damage in the early game. You really need to like maximize the damage potential of Jace in fights, but that also comes at the cost of your health being taken as the price of it. And adaptive carapace plays the part of that very well. As you go below 50% health, you gain bonus armor and magic resist based on the whatever damage we're taking on our matchup. So this usually is a very good resolve rune. So It helps me come out on top in my duels, and just have way more winning chances. Now, lastly, you can take Sweet Tooth or Mana Flow Band, depending whatever makes sense to you. I take Sweet Tooth because Jace, honestly, I like to snowball on Jace. Jace is like one of my comfort picks, and I generally get ahead on him very quickly. So I would like to just like what I would do is I would just shove out the wave and try to steal the enemy team's honey fruit, which provides me bonus health, etc., and it just bonus health and gold, which makes it easier for me to get ahead in the gold and just get my build path a bit more faster. So yeah, with that being said, I think it's time we go into the gameplay. And all right, we're into the game. And so looking at the drafts on my side, we have wait, let me just fix the order. Yep. We have a Jayce top, Tryndamere jungle, an Ahri mid, Caitlyn and Karma bot lane, followed up by the opposing team running a Wukong top. Surprisingly, I was expecting a Pantheon, but I guess it was a Wukong. So Wukong top, Pantheon jungle, uh, Jin and Lux bot lane, and an Evelyn mid. Evelyn mid is a bit of an old school pick. Like if you guys remember, if some of you are from the season one days, season one and season zero, upon the Evelyn release, a lot of people were abusing her so much that if you weren't allowed to take her in the jungle, people would just take her in mid lane. And I guess one of our players in the opposing team was thinking this pick still works, but sadly it won't, and you'll be seeing that in this gameplay. So yeah, now the lane matchup against Wukong. Uh, it's a bit of a tricky matchup because Wukong has the ability, is it like sort of a counter to Jace, because Jace, now I go in aggressively, like you can see right now, this is a very close fight. Like both of our health bars are low. Oh, I missed the shock blast, and I was so close to getting the kill on it, but unfortunately I missed the avenue and I tried to steal them, but he flashes over my shock blast, and this is a very close fight. I used my W and I level up in time, and I've used the hammer slam on the Wukong, but he gets the trade kill with the cannon minion. This cannon minion here, this cannon minion really screwed me over. This one right there. Yeah. So it's a good start to my lane, and overall this one for one trade does not really matter much. Meanwhile, on the other side, my other lanes are also doing well. Pantheon is looking to gank my bot lane. Oh, my Caitlyn gets caught, and she was aware of this play, and I'm surprised. Oh no, Karma saves her, but oh, I'm trying to get back in my lane, and I don't. I wish I could throw it up, but Tryndamere gets the kill. Uh, Oh, Trinity picks a double. Nice for him. So yeah, we're back in lane, and I'm back to being a lane bully. I'm just shoving out the wave, and I'm gonna be poking this Wukong so much into taking aggressive fights. Wukong uses the clone, and honestly, the clone just helps me build my Conqueror stacks, I think. Yeah, the clone just really makes my Conqueror stacks go up. Some of you might have not noticed, but I think the Wukong clone can like proc Conqueror, and yeah, Wukong uses the clone once again, and he sees that I don't have mana. He engages on me, but he knows I have enough movement speed. I have both of my summoners. I can escape easily. I decide to re-engage, which is a bit questionable, and now here I have to burn flash. He uses ignite on me, but he decides not to commit to the play, and I get away safely. So overall, I get away safely. So right now, I see the Tryndamere coming top, and I just re-engage on the Wukong without thinking that I'm gonna survive or not, and I just help the Tryndamere get another kill. So the Tryndamere is just snowballing. He got a double kill earlier, and he just gets another free kill through me, and so Tryndamere is having a great game. So we just shove out the wave. You can see the Pantheon ults, and I immediately just walk and take the honey fruit from my enemy laners, and I'm just gonna bait out the Pantheon. Just watch how we juggle the damage. I proc barrier, I knock him back against the wall, I eliminate his escape path, and me and Tryndamere just tag team him, and he's down. So another kill on for me, and right now I'm snowballing. Like there's a goal difference between me and Wukong is too much. It's just too much. So as I get back into the lane, uh, I have my black cleaver, and right now I'm in a prime position to carry the game. So I'm not worried at all. I get back into lane and we just try to like freeze the wave. I come over to scout vision on the Herald in case the Pantheon is starting it, but he gets spotted out on the dragon side. And right now I'm just freezing the wave. I'm gonna force the Wukong to take an unconventional fight because I know he's behind. He cannot
Enemy
duel me,
slain.
and I'm just freezing the
Enemy
wave. I engage
triple.
on him. I see the clone. He and I just look at the damage. I did not even use the empowered
Double
shock
kill.
blast, and look at how much damage I'm
Killing
doing.
spree.
At this stage of the game, Wukong just does not have
Triple
any
kill.
way of getting back
Rampage.
into the lane. And right now, look at the damage. I'm just slowly punishing him. And oh, surprisingly, I'm the one losing the trade. And I use the shock blast, but unfortunately, that's not enough. The accuracy on that, and oh my
An
goodness,
enemy.
what an outplay! And I style on him with a hammer slam on the minion. Oh my god, that was so close. I honestly thought I was dead at that point. It was really like close. I didn't think I'd get the kill, but I did. So yeah, Wukong's really punching the air right now. After this play, Wukong was really upset. So looking at over the goal graph overall, there's a sizable lead on my team, and you can see the score line 12 to 3. It's a complete
Enemy team
beatdown.
has
But
slain the
somehow
dragon.
the enemy team gets the dragon, and
Double
oh, it's a
slain.
nice karma. Ultimate Ari and
Slain.
Caitlyn are in the prime position to clean
Unstoppable.
this up. But oh
Ally
my god, the
slain.
Evelyn just kills the Ari, and
Double.
Caitlyn looking to clean up. Oh, look how low both targets are, and I wish I was there to join them in the fight, but again, unfortunately, I was not. I was just trying to be a bit more selfish, and just look at how I'm bullying this Wukong. Wukong's not having a great game,
Dominating.
and luckily,
Double kill.
the Caitlyn overstayed, and the
Godlike.
Jin and Evelyn overstayed, which allowed the Caitlyn to get the kill. So I just forced the Wukong out of the lane. Now I could have re-engaged on him, but I decided not to because I saw that he had enough mana, so he can outplay me with his clone and stuff. So I just avoided it and I let him go,
Turret
and I just picked up
destroyed.
the first turret for free. Overall, a uh, good what do we say uh, trade for me. Like I did not invest into the fight, and I have to flash and. I see my Trinity go come back into this, and we immediately turn up
Triple
and look at
kill.
my damage. Look at me in front of me, just cleaning up house.
Enemy slain.
I did not get the
Double
kills, but
kill.
I'm doing a decent
Enemy
job
slain.
providing damage, and I don't mind the Tryndamere getting fed. Like
Enemy turret
in this
destroyed.
current meta, I having a Tryndamere is just a good pick. Like Tryndamere is such an annoying split pusher, and I think I'll
Legendary.
try to cover up a game for Tryndamere. But personally, I don't play the champ myself, but
Double kill.
I'm gonna try making a game for him
Legendary.
as well in the
Your
series.
team has slain the Rift Herald.
Uh, anyhow, so yeah,
Enemy
look
slain.
at the goal, just skill difference, 21 to 5. You're probably thinking
Legendary.
we're just gonna close out the
Ally
game.
slain.
The enemy team is surrendering at any
Shut
point
down.
right now, but you will see this enemy team somehow ramp up and get a few kills back in their favor. There will be a little bit of a throw on our side, and you'll be witnessing a bit later into the game. Tryndamere summons the Herald in the mid lane, and that should be turret, but he gets a few plates, and there's another fight happening around this area, and I'm luckily gonna join them. I thought my team had it covered up, so I was just clearing up the wards, but clearly that was not the case. So I just use my shock blast. I jump in
You have
aggressively,
slain
and
an enemy.
I'm looking to grab a few more kills, and I jump onto the Wukong. I know I can kill him, and just the zoning from the Jin ultimate, and amongst three abilities, and I'm just going in aggressively. Caitlyn just
Been
cleans up.
slain.
I jump onto the Jin, and I'm just gonna try getting him, but then I see the Evelyn heart come up, and I just walk away. I avoided that because I knew I had a huge bounty on my shoulders. I could not give that up, and I'm just running away, thinking
Enemy
that the
turret
Evelyn's after
destroyed.
me. And to an extent, I think I've gotten away, and I see the Evelyn jump onto the
Ally slain.
Karma, and oh my God, I my heart stopped the moment I saw that Evelyn knockback,
You
and
have been slain.
ah.
Top turret is under attack.
I got shut down. Now I can explain this. I can explain it very well. I was in the shop. I saw the Lux Ultimate animation come up, and I kept tapping the screen,
Top
but I could
turret is
not
under
close the
attack.
shop in time. And I wish I sidestepped it, and I just watched myself die. Meanwhile, on this side, the Tryndamere and the Ari
Enemy
are like trying
slain.
to
Double
set up
kill.
for the Drake, and meanwhile, my
Killing
Caitlyn is just
spree.
killing everyone on her by herself. That the Kate is just 1v2, and just she doesn't care. She doesn't care about her support. She's just going in and doing her thing. I immediately respawn and come back to the dragon because I saw that the first Drake was given over to the enemy team, and I knew I could not let them grab another Drake because that would really hurt us, and it would help the enemy team come back into the game. So I just immediately just jump onto the Drake, and me and Trinity just
Double
shredded completely,
kill.
and the Pantheon stuns me, and I just auto him, and I just let
Killing
the Trinity
spree.
get the kill. And I remember I had a little bit of a technical issue in the game. I was experiencing a bit of an MS delay, and so I stopped there. Uh, anyhow, so I'm just right now grouping up with my
Enemy
team, trying to pick
slain.
off members, and they're doing a good job by themselves. They don't even need me, so at this stage, what we are doing is just trying to maximize our pressure around the map and just look at how much damage we're doing. The Wukong's clone got destroyed in few seconds. We're just gonna take the turret. The Ari
Enemy
hits a nice
turret
charm. I go in and try to perhaps grab the kill. And the Wukong
rampage.
gets a five-man knock-up, and but unfortunately that they cannot do anything about it.
Enemy
And look at
slain.
my basic attack damage,
Double
and
kill.
it's just they cannot
Killing
stop it. They're so
spree.
squishy. If I could aim that shock blast a bit more towards the right, maybe perhaps I've gotten the kill. And unfortunately, there's that
Rampage.
random Evelyn just comes out of nowhere and picks me off. This Evelyn was a bane on my shoulders, and she ate a nice charm. And look at her damage. Like Evelyn was just, I think, the sole carry for the enemy team, and she was doing a really good job just trying to pick off members. And look at her, she
Ally
just gets
slain.
another kill.
Shut down.
She's really abusing the invisibility of the Evelyn's kid, but Tryndamere is here
Ally
to perhaps
slain.
get the kill. Karma
Shut
misses her
down.
ability, and oh, Evelyn forces out the ultimate from the Evelyn, and look at her. She
Enemy
almost,
slain.
and look, my
Ally
teammates got
slain.
punished for it. The Evelyn bought enough time for the opposing team to get
Triple
a
kill.
double kill. The Lux gets a
Enemy
lot of
killing
shutdowns,
spree.
and
Shut
she's on a
down.
killing spree, and she has the gold bounty on her shoulders. Meanwhile, I get respawned, and I'm just taking Scuttle. I'm not going for the fight right now, and I'm gonna show you why I did not go for the fight, because I will do an over greedy play here. And look, you think I'm not doing anything greedy here, but the Wukong just interrupts me completely. Now my
You have
abilities were
slain
locked
an
on the
enemy.
Jin. I was thinking he's gonna get away,
You
so
have been
I did.
slain.
I tried to not care about the Wukong. Otherwise, if I knew the minion wave was coming from the other side, I would have avoided the focusing on Jin and perhaps turned on the Wukong immediately. So yeah, you can see a bit of a throw come through from our side, but our goal lead is sizable enough because of the objective control we've had throughout the game. So, despite all of that, like the game still feels like it's not completely in the bag right now. Like I feel like the enemy team can still get away with it, and Ari unfortunately misses the charm. Tryndamere is chasing down the Pantheon. The Pantheon uses his ultimate to escape safely. The Ari is looking for a flank, perhaps. Her charm goes wide, and Pantheon is regrouping with his team, and immediately Tryndamere turns on him. But look at how 4 or 5 people jump
Been
onto the
slain.
Tryndamere, but Tryndamere procs his
Enemy
ultimate and gets the
slain.
kill. Wukong
Ally
flashes over the wall,
slain.
gets the kill on him, and
Shut
I come back
down.
into the fray. I At this point everyone's just backing off, so what I do is just completely abuse my strength as Jason, push this
Enemy
Jin
slain.
back out of the tower. I punish him for picking up an immobile ADC, and
Champion slain.
Ari cleans up the Wukong.
Enemy
That's
turret
4 kills
destroyed.
for us. Now, me and Caitlyn, we're super strong, so we just focus the turret instead of going for the kills and delay a bit more further. Me and Caitlyn decide to just take the turret and basically maximize our gold avenue and open up the base. It gives us a bit more comfort and a cushion to, perhaps end the game. The Lush decides to
Killing
proto bell into us.
spree.
Like her kit is, like she needs to realize she's still very squishy and we can still burst
Enemy
her down.
turret destroyed.
Again, I just try to focus the turret. I avoid focusing the champions. The Jin ult goes wide.
Enemy
One
slain.
out of 4 shots gets hit and it barely does any damage. And I just jump onto the Jin and look at how
Killing
Caitlyn just
spree.
two shots him, and
Enemy
a
turret
good juggle
destroyed.
of damage between me and Kate. Me and Kate were just synchronized,
Enemy
kiting
turret
them, and
destroyed.
just the my team out macroed them and opened up the game,
Double
and
kill.
that'll be it. Another
Rampage.
dub in the bag and an exciting game overall. It was an amazing game
Victory.
to play, and I'm sure you guys must have enjoyed it as well. With that being said, we have to close out the video, and you can see I picked up a few more medals like last time. I had the most solo kills, and there was a lot of okay, other medals. Not bothered. Uh, Again, uh, it felt one-sided, but it was also competitive. I dealt around 20,000 damage with 18,000 damage taken. I was involved in 19 kills. Overall, I think it was a consistent good performance, especially against my laner. I did a comparatively amazing job. Like I had dealt 6,000 more damage, 3,000 less damage taken, and I was involved with 15 more kills than him. Overall, just an amazing game. So yeah, with that being said, I'll be seeing you guys next time in the next episode of the Baron Lane to Diamond. Uh, I hope you guys have a good day. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe for future videos, and yeah, that'll be it. Goodbye.